Hi, welcome back to Bransford Webs. You join us on a lovely sunny afternoon when we're filming this video, and the weather's absolutely glorious at the moment. Cold start to the day, but the sun's come out and it's really good garden weather at the moment, so hopefully all your customers are out there in their gardens and getting ready to start buying some plants. So this week we are on the new section of the nursery. You may have spotted from previous videos, we go around the nursery, each section's got a name, usually deriving from the old field name when we were just a hop farm. So when we got to this section, this whole field, which actually comprises of 3 sections now to the nursery, was called California. So we needed a new name for this section so we could code it for stock control reasons, pulling reasons, and so people knew where they were finding stock. So we decided to name this section Willow, because what you can't see from here overlooks a crop of short coppice rotation willow that we used to power a wood fire boiler. So the section's now in use. You've seen it over the past few weeks, it being built, or the past few months. Simon's still got a little bit of work to do on the other side. You can see the beds are all down now, the tunnels and the hoops are just going in, so I guess within a week's time it should be finished, maybe 2 weeks by the time the irrigation's in. But on this side we potted the first crop into here on Thursday, Friday last week. So this is our 2 litre Centura Amethyst on ice crop. Say nice chunky liners going in there, so a bit more of this sun on. They won't take long before they're filling the pot out, and they are on the looking good list with bud and flower on them. But as you can see, they're being grown cold under these low tunnels which we like to use here at Bransford. So it lets the cold in at the end, so it doesn't really do anything towards the temperature. It just keeps the worst of any sort of precipitation off them. So last week we had a hail shower which potentially could have done some damage to some crops, especially later in the year when they're a bit fleshier leaf crops. It just keeps the worst of that off there, whilst maintaining cool nighttime temperatures on there as well. So, looking good video this week. Put quite a few new lines on, all looking good. So, I'll start straight away with a nice flowery shrub. So this is Hyllenium livinatus, loaded in bud, and this has grown under a similar sort of tunnel to this over on the line, another section of the nursery. So again, it's had some nice cold nighttime temperatures in the last few weeks on it, but yet it's still loaded itself up in bud, and the first flowers are just starting to open. So I think with a bit more of this, and that's going to be a right of colour. And growing it under these cold conditions rather than the glass where sometimes this crop's grown, you get this nice really tight habit to it as well. So it's got loads of bench life as well, just in case it's not going to sell through, but why wouldn't that sell with that loads of bud on it. Just one Hebe going online this week, so Lady Anne, again that's been going in the glass house at the end of this section. Got these lovely sort of pinky purple tips to the new growth, and then the lovely cream and green variegation. Nice squat chunky 2 litre plant, Hebe Lady Anne. And then we put a couple of lavenders online, so we've got Lavender Tiara and Regal Splendour. Both looking good, both forming plenty of bud in there now, so we've been waiting for these. Better light levels just helping a little bit, but you can see the buds are forming in there. Tiara, let's get Regal Splendour back in the video. The buds are a little bit further out on some of the Regal Splendour as well. Again, nice stocky plants, nice good shapes, good 2 litre potfuls. And this year we're back into purple pots for the lavenders, so hopefully just complementing the flower colour, be a bit more eye-catching on the bench end, drawing customers' attention to them, and just increase the rate of sale for you in the plant area. 1 litre herbaceous then, so herbaceous is starting to kick online a bit more now. Shrubby stuff obviously still coming through because it's all overwintered. This is Arenaria montana, really popular sort of promotion we do. To say it's a really run-of-the-mill plant, we've got a really good chunky 1 litre plant, loads of breaks on there, and in each one of these tips you can just feel the buds just starting to form. So this is the time to take it, and then you get a good shelf life and sell through as it comes into flower on the plant area. So that's 1 litre delivered in trays of 8. Real popular plant now at Bransford that we launched 2 years ago. This is Geranium Purple Passion. So you've seen Chocolate Candy go online earlier in the year, still a little bit of that left, and Pink Spice went online last year. So this is the next one in the range, Purple Passion. It's got these lovely large purple leaves, then it has the delicate sort of candy pink flowers later in the year, but to me will sell for its foliage colour, contrasting something silvery foliage really well, so fares purple merchandise quite well against the lavenders. And then last but not least, excuse me, last but not least, our perennial sweet peas are online now. So delivered in a 3 litre D with the hoops and netted to present them really nice and tidy on the plant area. They're about half to 2/3 of the way up the hoop, so perfect timing now as they'll just put on lots of extension growth over the next few weeks. So 3 colours, so we've got pink, red and white in that, the usual sort of mix of the perennial sweet peas. So that's it for this week. Hopefully this sunshine continues. Temperatures look set to rise a little bit as we go through the week, so hopefully even better gardening weather for the weekend ahead. We'll see you next week to see what's looking good at Francis Webbs.